Hey, it's Monday night, and that means the start of another week and the start of my Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos talking about my journey through fear, anxiety, and panic attacks. And I really had to think tonight, or I had to really be like, Lord, what do we talk about tonight? And I've said before, typically I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but throughout the day it's usually like brought to my attention, or something comes up, something, I hear a song or something comes in, and this was literally just, oh my goodness, like maybe a half hour ago, or not even a half hour ago. It was like, okay, I do need to do a video tonight. I need to know what I need to talk about. So anyway, this is video. I really don't know what number video this is. I think it's like 54 or 55. That's a lot of videos. It's a lot of topics regarding fear, anxiety, panic attacks, depression, the hopelessness that people feel due to these. Yeah, it's a whole lot, and they have a whole lot of wisdom to them. These videos, not because I'm so wise, but because God gave me wisdom to get through these. God gave me wisdom to break free. Yeah, to know what to do to break free. In each of these videos, I'm sharing something for you that you can take away. You can take away from these videos, from each of these videos, and put into practice, or at least think about, or at least consider. Yeah, you know. So for those of you who maybe have not been on here before, you've never seen one of my videos before, and that happens. So for you who will watch them, or who will maybe come on yet tonight, sorry that you have to hear this a million times, but some people don't. Some people are on here for the first time because of people sharing the videos and things like that, which I know I say it so often, and I thank you guys always for sharing these videos, because they need to reach a lot of people. You know that if you are one that struggles with this, if you are, or you know somebody who does, you live with somebody who does, you have a relative, you have a friend who lives with fear, anxiety, and panic attacks, you know what an awful, awful way of life this is. So sharing them is vital. It really, really is. Letting people know about them is vital. And yeah, so anyway, so who am I? I'm Heidi Kneeling, and I struggled, suffered, put up with this hellish way of living with fear, anxiety, and things for 25 years, from the time I was 11 until I was in my late 30s. And yeah, struggled in silence for a lot of that time. I was so fearful to say anything. I've said it before, but I didn't tell my parents until I was 16. So I went for the first 5 years of struggling with these awful things, 11 years old to 16, and I didn't tell anybody about it. You know, I missed so much school, especially in 7th and 8th grade. So much school. I would come home, I would leave the classes, I would go to the bathroom, I would, just couldn't sit in there anymore. Yeah, but I was just too frightened, because I was too afraid to find out what might be wrong with me. I kind of truly didn't think it was so much a mental or an emotional thing as a physical thing. That was what was in my mind always. There's got to be some kind of physical thing wrong with me, and I've got to be the only one on planet Earth who has this and who feels like this. That's truly, truly how I felt. And I've said before, even though we know that millions and millions and millions of people struggle and suffer with this, when you're struggling with it and you're living with it on a day-to-day basis, you still feel so isolated, and you still feel so, alone with this. You really do. So that's another reason I'm here, to share this with you. Hey, Connie. is to let you know you're not alone. You're absolutely not alone. I'm sorry. Hey, Alicia, how are you? Well, good to see you on here tonight. You're not alone. You're not alone. And again, when I first heard, and I have no idea when it was, who it was, what it was, but when I first said it to somebody, it's not like I went around all over saying, oh, do you feel like this? I've got this thing that I'm feeling. Do you feel like this? No. But the first time when I talked to somebody and I actually had somebody tell me, yes, I feel like that too. It was like, it was like a weight lifted. Like at least I knew that I was not the only one. That was like comforting, really comforting, seriously. Right now you can Google it. You can Google anxiety and panic attacks and you can see, 40 million people struggle with this just in the US alone. Wow. Hey, Lisa, how are you? So you're not alone, right? Now, I couldn't Google it. I couldn't do anything like that. There was no computers. There was nothing. There was nothing, that I could go to that would give me the assurance that I was not the only one struggling with this. I know that sounds so odd, but I seriously thought that in my mind. I really, really did. So when I found out there was, other people that were struggling with it, it was like, oh my gosh, And then when I found out that there was people who actually broke free, wow. Okay, if they can do it, then I can do it. And that's the encouragement that I want to give you, that I want you to see, and I want you to look at me. I'm not the only one, I'm not the only one, but I want you to look at me and say, wow, if that woman on the screen, on the other side of this video, Heidi Kneeling, if she struggled with this for 25 years and she's been free now for 21, if she did it, I can do it. That's the kind of hope that I want to give you. That's the kind of encouragement that these videos are designed to give you, is to say, I am nobody special. It's not because I'm smarter. It's not because I'm this. It's not because the anxiety that I struggled with wasn't so bad. It was horrible. It's a long time, 25 years to struggle with that. So it's not like, oh, she didn't have it for very long. Yes, I did. Right? So just be encouraged. Like I said, man, just be encouraged. You can break free. I can't say you will, because that I don't know, but you can. You absolutely can. So tonight, what I wanted to talk about was feelings. And, feelings can be good. I mean, we have feelings, for a specific reason. And I don't mean so much the feeling, like feeling things, like feeling a hot burner or feeling a cold piece of ice or something. I mean the feelings that we feel, right? And how we consult our feelings about way too much, way too much. And by doing that, we stop doing things. We don't even start doing things. We quit, we disqualify ourselves, from certain things. If we feel certain ways about ourselves that aren't true, that's not true. So, I once heard, you guys know Joyce Meyer? Like she's like the first lady who got me going with God, really. I can't remember, it was like maybe 1997, 98 or something like that. Like right when I was breaking free, or starting to break free from this. And I began to see her on TV, and I was like, wow, like this lady is real. I'm not going to get into Joyce Meyer, but anyway, she had an approach to God, and the things that she said, man, she got me to listen, and she really opened my eyes to so much more than I never knew. Anyway, enough. So she said one time, somebody once asked her, because she's, now she's in her like early 70s, and she still does speaking engagements, all around. She still writes books. She still has her TV or her internet show, things like that, her daily TV show and stuff. And she said, that somebody once asked her, like, oh my gosh, how do you feel about all this travel? Like when it's like, oh, this weekend I have to be in a 3-day, conference at such and such a place. How do you feel when you think about that? And she was like, she said, I don't consult my feelings. I don't consult my feelings about it. I don't ask myself how I feel. And I thought that was so interesting. You know, she's like, if I asked myself how I feel, I probably wouldn't do it. If I really started to think about how do I feel right now about having to travel, about having to go to this 3-day conference, pack up for that, have my ministry notes ready, knowing, you know, that I've got to go, you know, round the clock for 3 days at these conferences, you know, and you know, so, you know, you really think about that with life, you know, we consult our feelings so much, and they're fickle. Feelings are really, really fickle, and you know it. You're up one minute, you're down the next. I feel like I want to do this, I feel like I don't, you know, and it just keeps us stuck. It keeps us from doing things. It keeps us from, you know, keeps us from breaking free. You know, if you wake up some morning, you know, oh my gosh, I feel so anxious today. You know, I knew I would feel this way. I wish I wouldn't be feeling this way. You know, am I going to feel this way forever? I bet I'm going to feel this way forever. You know, just all of the things that all of the times that we say it, you know, maybe some of you have watched these videos, you know, a lot of them, and I talk about the mouth, and I talk about how important the words are that you speak. You know, that words are containers. They bring life, they bring death, they bring blessing, they bring cursing into your life. And you know, and it's like, boy, you know, I know from listening to that video, I shouldn't be talking like this, but I just don't feel like it. You know, that's not how I feel. You know, we want to talk how we feel. You know, even if we have a cold, you think of, even if we have a cold, you know, oh my goodness, I feel so sick today. I can't believe how I feel. My nose feels so stuffy. I just feel so, you know, we just constantly want to say how we feel about things, about ourselves, about always. You know, just think about that during the course of the day. Just start monitoring how often you say, I don't feel like it. Oh, I feel like this. I sure feel like this. I sure feel like that. I sure feel like I'm stuck with anxiety. You know, I feel like I'm never going to break free from this. I feel like this is just the way I have to live. I feel like, you know, and is that truth? No, it's your feelings. It's what you're feeling. It's what you're feeling. It's what you're saying. You know, it's not the truth. It's not the truth at all, right? So, hey, Alice, how are you? And again, you know, so I'm thinking maybe, again, some of you, these videos, I'll go back to these videos. You know, I think this is 54 or 55. They're all on my wall. You click videos, you can see every single one of them. You can see every topic. You can go on a YouTube channel that I have, and there's 38. I just downloaded 4 of them yesterday onto a different YouTube channel that I got to get them off of, but they just take so long to download. But pretty soon, all 50 some are going to be on that YouTube channel too. You Reclaiming Peace is what you put in the search button. Okay, maybe God's been speaking to you. You know, maybe like go back and listen to that video. You know, go back and listen again. You know, you're still having trouble with this. You know, that video really touched you. Go back and listen again, and you're going, you know, I just don't feel like it right now. I just don't feel like it, you know. I'd rather do this, you know. I'm scrolling through Instagram, and you're thinking, gosh, I should be listening to one of those videos again. You know, I should be doing what she said. You know, Heidi said just to really capture our thoughts and to do, but man, I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. You know, just think about that. You know, think about that. These videos, and when I say this, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn, you know, so to speak. But God's got me doing these videos for a reason. You know, I broke free for a reason, and you know, yeah, he's put this. He's taken what was so bad in my life and allowed me to turn it around and use social media as an amazing tool to give people this information. You guys, The things that I am putting on these videos, if you think, okay, let's say there's 54. Are you awake out there, honey? Yeah. So there's 54 videos. Let's say there's 15 minutes. So 54 times 15. So let's say each of them are like 12 to 20 minutes long, okay? Maybe the average is 17 minutes. So 54 videos. Sorry.
Times 20 minutes.
Times 17 or 20 minutes.
20 minutes, 1,080.
Okay, so that's 1,080. So that's how many hours? 1,080 minutes.
Divided by 60.
Sorry.
18 hours.
15?
18.
18. So it's 18 hours of videos, like 18 hours of content that back in the day when I broke free from this, I bought this program that cost me $400, $425 for, quite honestly, for about the same, maybe about the same. You guys, it's all free. This is all video, 15 videos, or I'm sorry, 54 videos, you know? Hey Noble, hey Pat, how are you? And Diane and Lindsay, sorry, I lose count, I lose track of who's all on here. But anyway, it's all for you. You know, it's all for you. It doesn't cost you a thing except your time. That's all it costs you, is your time to go back and to look again. You know, if you're still having trouble, then listen again, watch again. You know, you always catch new things, you know. I think I've said before, I'm doing a class at our church right now. And it's my structured class, Reclaiming Peace. It's 10 weeks, but it's a closed Facebook Live group, so we tape it, you know, and a few people are like, you know, I watch them again. Like I watch them again because I hear something I didn't hear before. You know, I catch something that I didn't catch before, a nugget of something that you can walk away from that video and say, oh my gosh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, whether I feel like it or not. Quit consulting your feelings. Quit consulting how you feel about things, how you feel physically, how you feel, you know. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you know that you need to be watching these, if you know that you should be going back and watching some of these other ones, you don't have to watch all of them, but I have had some people that say I've watched every single one. But look at the topics. Look at them. What am I having issues with? What am I having trouble with? You know, what do I really need? You know, what do I feel I really need? What do I think I really need, not feel? And then do it. And then do it. You know, countless hours on Facebook or on Instagram or Snapchat or, you know, TV or whatever the case. Yeah, it's going to divert your mind. You know, it might take you away and you aren't thinking about fearfulness and you aren't thinking about the time, you know. But bottom line, it's not going to help. It's not going to help you, right? So you've got to break through the feelings. You've got to break through that, and you've got to become so much more aware of, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. Consulting yourself. Stop consulting yourself when you know that you should be doing something. You know, it blesses me so much to be able to do this. It blesses me so much to be able to put these things out there. And again, you guys, they're for you. They're for you. They're for you to listen to as much as you want. You know, again, it's nothing. The cost is nothing except your time. You know, and your time is really precious. It really, really is. You don't get it back. Any time that you're wasting doing things that just kind of don't matter or aren't helping you get to the place that you want to be. And if you're watching this, maybe that's freedom from fear, maybe somebody that you know, then sacrifice that. Make a sacrifice and don't care about how you feel. Feelings are fickle. They're really, really fickle.
Judy?
Yeah. Who?
Judy?
Judy. Hi, Judy. Sorry. Anyway, that's kind of my message tonight is, just being aware of those feelings, just being aware of how often you say that, just being aware of even when you wake up in the morning. Like I said, if you wake up and you're slammed with some fear and anxiety, don't be like, oh my gosh, I just feel awful today. I feel so anxious. I can't believe how I feel. I feel. Might be having an anxious day, but darn it, I'm having an anxious day. I woke up anxious, but my goodness, my day is going to go better. This anxiety is going to go. I believe it and I receive it. I am stronger. I am bigger than this fear and this anxiety, and I am not going to go by how I feel. I'm gonna go by the words that I speak. Go back and listen to some of these ones about words. They're so important. They're so important. You have no idea. You have no idea. So anyway, what, honey? Denise? Hi, Denise. I'm sorry. Gosh, I'm not seeing names come through, so my husband's kind of telling me from the living room who's coming through. But anyways, that's my message tonight on feelings. So thank you again, you guys who have shared and liked these videos. I am so grateful because they've really touched a lot of people. I've heard so many people that they've been hearing them, listening to them, and that's how it happens, from sharing those, from getting them out there to people who truly need it, because you can break free from this. Go listen to the ones on chemical imbalance. Go listen to the ones. Go listen and consider that what you may have heard about this, about fear, anxiety, panic attacks, depression, consider that what you may have heard about it may not necessarily be true. Consider that there may be a different way. Hey, Denise. Hey, Connie. What you won't consider, then you've just closed your mind to it. You've just closed your mind to it. And I guarantee some of these videos are going to go against some things that you've heard. They're going to go against some things that you believe. But I'm telling you, you have a God who's so much bigger, I'm going to leave that. And I'm going to leave that right there because I'm going to go with that for Wednesday. I'm going to use that thread and that theme for Wednesday. But consider that there might be a different way. Consider that you can break free. I don't care what you've heard. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you feel. Consider that there might be a different way. I'm free for 41 years. No medications, nothing like that. Free. And you can be too. So anyway, I love you guys. I pray that you have a restful night's sleep. Go back, watch these videos. Go on the YouTube channel. Plug in Reclaiming Peace in the search button, and they're all right there. Most of them. There's about 10 that aren't. Okay, they're all for you. All right, have a good night. Here's to freedom from fear, right?